Yo, what's up, YouTube? Actually, just want to put an addendum on the most recent Chronic Confusion episode that just went up just moments ago because upon listening to it again, we recorded that last week right around the time the Nicole Arbor stuff came out. And I just want to kind of clarify some things because listening to it, I realized I didn't get all of my thoughts across on the issue. Basically, as a fat man myself, fat shaming doesn't bother me personally. Somebody like her video really had no effect on me personally. Um, so I just want to get that out of the way right now. I was speaking just in general terms based on studies that are out there, based on there's a study that talks about, shaming somebody actually has negative effects. And I mean, I'll laugh. Like, I love Daniel Tosh. He makes fun of fat people. He makes fun of all kinds of stuff that usually I find offensive, but he does it in a funny way. I'm a huge George Carlin fan. He had a whole bit about how nasty fat people are back in the 90s or maybe even the 80s, whenever it was, so and I love that bit because it's true. A lot of what they say is true. But if it's said in a funny way and it doesn't sound like it comes really from, sounds like it comes more from a place of comedy and less from a place of hate, I think that's where the issue stands. Like Nicole Arbor's video, I feel like it came from a place of hate. I don't feel like she was just trying to do comedy there. She can say that's what she was doing all she wants, but the way she said some things, you can tell that it was really, those are really thoughts that she has. I mean, come on, she didn't really, she wasn't really on a plane next to a fat guy and she had to hold his fat back. That didn't happen. I hope we're all smart enough to realize that didn't actually happen. So what else? Basically, yeah, it can be funny. Fat jokes can be funny, but don't cover it up with this whole, I'm just trying to help, I'm just trying to raise awareness so that they will try to go out and do something better for themselves. First of all, people should be able to do with their own bodies what they want to do. Again, that whole airplane scenario never fucking happened. Yeah, it might be uncomfortable to be stuck between a couple fat people on a plane. I've been uncomfortable on a plane being stuck next to somebody who was bigger than I was, so yeah, it's uncomfortable. But I think, and people are going to hate me for saying this, but maybe, discuss with the fucking plane companies about getting some wider seats in there, because yeah, people should just lose weight. Everybody should be in good shape, but the bottom line is not everybody is capable of that. No matter some people, no matter how hard they try, it just doesn't happen. Whether it's a depression problem, some other mental issue, it's just not going to happen. People are going to be fat. We could maybe take steps to make less people fat, but at the end of the day, it'd be nice, if planes, I know they're trying to get as many people on the planes as they possibly can. I understand that aspect. I understand why the seats are the way they are. I'm just saying, maybe shame less the people who can't fit in the seats and more the people who manufacture the seats. So yeah, again, doesn't bother me. She can say all the bad shit she wants to about fat people. I would just suggest, maybe make it more funny, if that's even possible for you. Because, again, George Carlin, funny when he talks about fat people. Daniel Tosh, funny when he talks about fat people. Doing all these jump cuts and silly faces and noises, it might be funny to some people, but it's not really comedy. I mean, I guess it is to a certain extent, but it's lazy comedy in my opinion. Again, comedy all comes from the same place, so if you got people that laugh at what you do, more power to you. That's awesome. Congratulations. But don't disguise it. Don't come back later and say, oh, I'm just trying to help, because I care. You don't care. You don't. You don't care about fat people. You don't care about anybody, really, but yourself. And maybe people that are close to you. So, I wouldn't go, I don't, I care about people, in general, but I don't feel like it's my place to tell people how to run their personal lives. I mean, yeah, I'll say, come on, we need to do better for ourselves, but I'm not going to shame people into doing that. So that's just kind of my view on the whole thing. Like, yeah, make fun of fat people all you want, but don't come back later and say, oh, I'm just trying to help, because you're not. If you were trying to help, you would actually do some research and find out things that do actually help and do those things, instead of making a whole video where you basically make a lot of people feel like shit. Personally, me, doesn't faze me. I laughed at some things. Most of it I thought was just very poorly done, and obviously not from a place of love, but from a place of hate, in my opinion. That's just what I saw. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Please subscribe, comment, and tell me your thoughts on the issue. Call me fat, make fun of me. I might actually laugh at it. We'll see what happens. But please subscribe, visit the Facebook, hit the like button, all that good stuff. And I guess we'll see you later. Watch out for the potholes.